can you fit a Roku streaming stick to a Honda E? Now, why would you want to do this? Well, if you're charging and you stop for 30-40 minutes, you might want to watch some entertainment. And the brilliant thing about this car is that you've got a screen here and a screen here. This one's slightly bigger and a slightly, well, it can display a bigger image, put it that way. We've also got one here. So the aim is to fit one of these and see what that experience is like. So once you've got it out of the packet, what you're going to need is you're going to need the stick, which is a HDMI, straight up. It's a 5-volt supply, so you plug in the little adapter that comes with it if you get the pack. And this needs to plug into a USB port. The brilliant thing with the Honda E is it has the connectivity in spades. You've got a HDMI port, you've got a USB and another USB to the side. So even when you plug this in, you've got the option of still plugging your phone in to charge it up. So we're going to plug in the HDMI and we're going to plug in the USB. I can then take this part and just wrap it slightly down so it's neater away. It's neatly stored then. And what listening to Christmas anthems at the moment, once you're stopped, you can then go into HDMI. Now because it's powered up, what it will do is it will then, the GoPro fell off the roof. So once it's plugged in, it will power up. Now of course what you've got at the moment is you've got the Roku here ready to go. It's just like having a little TV, and I've got the control here and I can move around those things and I can link across, but it says no network. As you can hear, you know, all the features are there, it's just like being plugged into your TV. So if we go home, this is home here, but there's no internet connection. So if you've got tethering on your phone, which I have, you can actually open up your hotspot, so personal hotspot, and allow others to join. Now the quickest way of getting this to connect up is to actually go and select that network, but once it's remembered the network, it will actually remember it. But sometimes I've found that it will take a lot longer to actually connect, that you're better off just going to network settings and connecting to the network. Typically where I am right now, I haven't got a data signal to show you, but when I'm out and about, it plays videos straight off my phone. Where I am is parked outside my home, so I can connect to my network from my house. Scanning for wireless networks. So this is the same experience as you're going to have when it's plugged into directly into your TV at home. The other thing is that this Honda E has 2 networks. One's for the CarPlay and things like that, and the other one is actually a hotspot built into the car that you can subscribe to a data service. And of course at that point in time it would always pretty much be connected. As soon as you turn the car on, the device would power up. When you're driving along and you pulled in, it would already be connected to a Wi-Fi network. But I don't want to pay for that subscription for that one. I've got a phone with unlimited data tethering. So okay, so now we are connected. Let's go across and just check. So I go to Prime Video and it launches. So obviously you have to actually be a member of these subscription services, but this is just like you'd have it at home. And so from there you can just choose something to watch. So I want to watch that one, boom. And what you have, can't watch that one because I'm not going to rent one, am I, for money? That would be crazy. Recommended Prime Video channels. Let's just launch this one, which watch now. And then of course you've got your audio controls here.
Teach me how to be a spy.
And then you can just control the volume. But what you've basically got is a nice surround sound system going on and a screen to watch it on, which is pretty neat. And so what you can also do, of course, is then you can select this screen and you can move it along. So you can get it on this screen, which is slightly bigger. So if you've got a passenger who wants to watch it whilst you're off doing things, you can do that. In fact, you could move into this seat if you wanted, didn't want to have the steering wheel here, and you can watch it here. And you can move it back across again. If you move off, what happens is you move off, and this sound will keep playing, but it will say you cannot view this whilst moving. So if you're in a parking space, which I have been watching something while someone was in the shop, watching something, I thought, sun's in my eyes, I'm going to move. I set off, the sound keeps playing, I go and park over the other side of the car park. As soon as I park up, press it in P, the screen comes back up again, so you can carry on watching. So very seamless, and very robust. What you've got to remember is this isn't touchscreen. You've got to use the remote, of course, because it's, even though this is touchscreen, the play button doesn't know the play button's there. So obviously it's all off the remote. You press home and it goes back to home. And so there's a lot of stuff you can have. You can have news channels, a BBC iPlayer, ITV, Channel 4, My5, loads of different things, Netflix. Perfect if you're stuck at a charger. You can have all this to hand, and it's so neatly tucked away with the positioning of this on the Honda E. And you've still got open space for USB. You've got 3-pin plug there, and you've got a 12 volts cigarette lighter, as we used to call them. Still available as ports. Not only that, in the back there's 2 USB ports there as well, so you can actually hook them in here and bring cables through if you wanted to. So you've got plenty of connectivity in this Honda E. Well, that is a quick run through of the Roku streaming stick. There are other brands, of course, that you can use and plug in. I just picked that one because it's got the abilities that I wanted, but you might find one that suits you better. You can get a slightly cheaper one than this HDMI stick, but it comes with a bigger block, and I wanted as small and as micro as possible. So yeah, it works very well. I have tried it multiple times. It seems really robust in the fact it sits in with this system, even though when you move it shuts the screen off, but it comes back to where it was. Sound keeps on playing, and with the remote you can just tuck that away. In fact, in here in the Honda E, it's got a handy little pocket down here where you can stuff things into. So very, very compact, very useful. You've also got a remote, but of course it doesn't control, it's not a TV, so it doesn't control it in the same way with your volume, etc. But yeah, I hope that has been insightful, helpful, entertaining. Who knows, this is certainly going to entertain you. Love it, I think it's absolutely brilliant. So please like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, let me know and I will try and answer them.